Welcome to the video where I tell you how Darth Maul was in Solo and what brought him to that point. Obviously there are spoilers for Solo, the Clone Wars, and Rebels, but if you're watching this then most likely you've seen Solo already. First off, let's go all the way back to episode 1. Darth Maul was apprenticed to Darth Sidious.
This is my apprentice, Darth Maul.
And was sent to deal with the Jedi who were involved with the invasion of Naboo. There, Maul fought Qui-Gon Jinn and Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi, and after killing Qui-Gon, Maul was defeated by Obi-Wan and sent plummeting down the seemingly endless pit. And if you are watching this video, chances are that was the last time you saw him. Well, after Obi-Wan cut him down, Darth Maul ended up in a garbage container and was sent along with the rest of the garbage to a junkyard planet called Lotho Minor. While in exile, he used his past skills and created a new set of legs that resembled a spider. Yes, it might seem odd, but when you're surrounded by nothing but trash and metal scraps, it's better than not having legs at all. And you may be thinking that nobody could survive being cut nearly in half like Maul did. We must remember this is Star Wars. The same rules we live by don't always apply in that galaxy. Plus, he has the Force. And in case you forgot, after Darth Vader lost to Kenobi on Mustafar, he lost 3 limbs and only had his mechanical arm and was severely burned. If he can survive that, Maul can survive his injuries. Plus, the more dark side you have, you can prolong your life in difficult circumstances like these. Maul used his hate, anger, and thirst for revenge to fuel himself and keep focused on his goal. He managed to just barely survive on this junkyard world, but after nearly 10 years, Maul had been discovered by his brother and the last of his blood, Savage Opress.
Is that you, brother?
Savage was briefly trained as a Sith assassin under Count Dooku before being betrayed and running away. Once Savage found Maul, he noticed Maul had gone absolutely crazy and didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
No! You don't know. You don't know anything.
Through victory, my chains are broken. The chains are the easy part.
It's what goes on in here that's hard.
But Savage took him back to their mother, Mother Talzin, who used the Force in a sort of dark magic way to restore Maul's mind and fix his legs. Once restored, Maul, along with his brother Savage, aimed to get revenge on Obi-Wan while also creating a new criminal underworld group led by Maul. After 2 unsuccessful attempts at killing Kenobi, Maul and Savage were both defeated, with Savage losing an arm and Maul losing one of his metal feet. They managed to get in an escape pod and flee before being struck in space with nowhere to go. Sometime later, their pod was discovered by Pre Vizsla and the Mandalorian warrior tribe known as the Death Watch. They repaired Maul's legs for good and gave Savage a robotic arm. They told Maul about their plan, which is as follows.
Your mark.
The sign of Clan Vizsla. I am Pre Vizsla. We are the Death Watch, descendants of the true warrior faith all Mandalorians once knew. Now my people are living in exile because we will not abandon our heritage. Our people were warriors, strong, feared. Now they're ruled by the new Mandalorians who think that being a pacifist is a good thing. They've given away our honor and tradition for peace. Duchess Satine and her corrupt leadership are crushing our souls, destroying our identity. That is our struggle.
If they are weak, why do you wait?
The Duchess has powerful allies, including your Jedi friend Kenobi. He is also responsible for our exile.
Maul joined them and helped reach Vizsla's goal of taking over Mandalore. Together, they brought criminal syndicates such as the Hutt families, the Black Sun, and the Pikes together to raid Mandalore. While a few members of the criminal groups would raid Mandalore, Death Watch would seemingly destroy these marauders and show Mandalore that they can't be peaceful anymore. With Death Watch's goal achieved, they no longer needed Maul, so they locked him and Savage in prison. But they managed to escape and kill Pre Vizsla, which, according to tradition, made Maul now the leader of Death Watch and of Mandalore.
Like you said, only the strongest shall rule.
I claim this sword and my rightful place as leader of Death Watch.
Never! No outsider will ever rule Mandalore.
This divided the people and a small civil war broke out. Obi-Wan came alone and in disguise to rescue the former peaceful ruler of Mandalore and his former lover, Duchess Satine. But this was a trap set by Maul, who then slaughtered Satine in front of Obi-Wan and locked him up before he eventually escaped. Meanwhile, Palpatine, who we know as Darth Sidious, heard about all this and saw it could jeopardize his whole plan to take over the galaxy. So he went to deal with the problem personally. He fought both Maul and his brother, killing Savage in the process and taking Maul prisoner. There, he sent Maul to be held by Count Dooku, where Maul was allowed to escape and run back to his powerful dark magic mother, Mother Talzin. Once Maul reunited with Mother Talzin, both Sidious, Dooku, and seemingly half the entire droid army was sent to exterminate Talzin and all of the followers of Maul. And after a super mega force battle between Sidious and Talzin, General Grievous dealt the killing blow and killed Talzin for good. After this, Maul retreated and had nowhere to go but back to Mandalore. He stayed in control until the Republic troops were called in to deal with the situation once and for all. But during the battle, chaos ensued as Order 66 was executed and the clones turned on their Jedi generals and tried to kill them. Meanwhile, Maul used the chaos and distraction of Order 66 to escape Mandalore for good. This is the last time we see him before the timeline of Solo, and since I've gone this far, I might as well finish his story. We next see Maul somewhere from 2 to 4 years before A New Hope, where he learns that Obi-Wan has survived the Emperor's Purge and is living in hiding. Maul goes to confront him, only to be killed off for good this time. Although he does die at peace, knowing Obi-Wan is protecting who he thinks is the Chosen One, who will avenge them and the suffering they had to endure.
Is it the Chosen One?
He is.
He will avenge us.
That pretty much wraps up Maul's story. I hope you enjoyed this and learned a great many things.
A great many things.
Also, I would love it if y'all checked out the link in the description. It is a short video I made where the audio of the Battle of Endor is put over video from Independence Day. It's pretty cool. But that's all for now. Goodbye.